There's a new drop event in Pokemon TCG Pocket. This is the Ultra Beast drop event with Promo Pack Volume 9, which includes Blacephalon, Xurkitree, Stakataka, and the 3 cards exclusive to this event, which are Dawnwing's Necrozma, Duskmane Necrozma, and Ultra Necrozma EX. You can earn these Volume 9 promo packs by winning event solo battles, and I've created a deck specially designed to win these battles. And the deck only contains cards of 1 diamond or 2 diamond rarity, making this deck good for newer players because all the cards included are easier to get. Now, let's get to the deck list. Here's the deck list. It's a Staraptor and Delcatty deck. Staraptor deals 130 damage for 3 colorless energy, but it also deals 20 damage to Staraptor itself. This 130 damage can one-hit KO every Pokemon that appears in these event battles, except for Ultra Necrozma EX, but the high energy cost is a big downside. That's why I included Delcatty to help get extra energy on Staraptor, to make the 3 energy cost more manageable. But if you get unlucky and don't draw Delcatty, I added in Barry, which when played lowers Staraptor's attack cost to only 1 energy. That, paired with Rare Candy, means you can attack with Staraptor as early as your 2nd turn. I also added Lillie to heal off the recoil damage from Staraptor's attack. And I included Cyrus and Repel to help with Celesteela moving all the Ultra Beasts around. In the Expert event battle, there's no evolved Pokemon, meaning Repel works on every Pokemon in the event battle. And there's also Poké Balls and Professor's Research in the deck to help draw the Pokemon out of your deck. Now let's see the deck in action. So this first event battle is pretty easy. I got Skitty and Starly down pretty early, and the only real threat on the bot's side is Duskmane Necrozma, but it requires 3 energy to attack. I get lucky and I draw Staraptor, so I use a Rare Candy to evolve Starly into Staraptor. But I can't retreat Skitty and attack this turn, so I just attack with Skitty instead. Stuffle hits back for 40, and I retreat into Staraptor, and use Barry so I can attack this turn and knock out Stuffle. They bring Duskmane Necrozma to the active, and we each add energy, but I win the energy race and KO the Duskmane Necrozma. And after they bring Clefairy to the front, I use one last Brave Bird to end the game. Now let's go to the intermediate event battle. Started the match with a lone Starly, then I drew Skitty, and then hit Lillipup for 20 damage. The bot does get Shiinotic down the next turn and starts using Illuminate to draw more Pokemon out of their deck. I evolve Starly into Staravia, and hit Lillipup for 30, leaving it on 10 HP. Lillipup hits back for 20, then I KO it right after getting the first point. The bot brings Ferrothorn to the active and puts Celesteela on the bench as I finally draw Staraptor. I one-shot the Ferrothorn with Brave Bird, taking 40 damage of recoil due to Ferrothorn's ability. The bot brings Dawnwing's Necrozma to the active, but thankfully doesn't get a Psychic Energy to use, so they use Ultra Thrusters to bring forward Stakataka, which I KO the next turn to win the match. Now on to the advanced event battle, the first one to actually include Ultra Necrozma EX. In my starting hand, I have 2 Starly, a Rare Candy, and a Barry, meaning all I need to start using Brave Bird is the Staraptor. I draw a Skitty first turn, and the bot puts energy on their Stakataka. Second turn, I draw Barry and hit Stakataka with 20 damage from Starly, and Stakataka hits back for 40 damage. Third turn, I draw Professor's Research and use it, but still no Staraptor. Instead, I get Delcatty and retreat my Starly into Delcatty to use Energy Assist to put energy on my full health Starly. The bot puts Duskmane Necrozma on the bench and I use Energy Assist again. Then, we finally see the first appearance of Ultra Necrozma EX, and I still don't draw Staraptor, instead using Energy Assist one last time, which gets my Delcatty KO'd. Then I bring my 3 energy Starly to the active, hoping to draw a Staraptor, but instead I draw Lillie, and Starly can't do any damage to Stakataka. Then, they use Ultra Thrusters to bring Duskmane Necrozma to the active and knock out Starly in one hit. I bring my already damaged Starly to the active, and if I don't draw Staraptor here, I immediately lose. I thankfully get Staraptor, but now I actually have to get all 3 points to win without my Staraptor getting knocked out. I KO the Duskmane Necrozma and they bring Celesteela forward, then use Lusamine to get 2 energy on Celesteela to attack the Staraptor. Now, if this coin flip is heads, my Staraptor is KO'd and I lose the battle. The coin flip tails and I use Lillie on Staraptor to heal it back up to 150 HP. Then I use Brave Bird to KO Celesteela and Stakataka to get the last 2 points and win the match. Even with how long it took to draw Staraptor and being on the verge of losing twice, I was able to make the comeback and win. Now for the final battle, the Expert Event Battle. I start with Starly into their Stakataka. Stakataka is a big threat for this deck because the negative 20 damage means Starly and Skitty do 0 damage, with Staravia and Delcatty only dealing 10 damage. Meaning to KO Stakataka, you basically need to have Staraptor. My first turn, I just put down some basics, and then on their turn, they put down Ultra Necrozma and Celesteela. They even used Beast Wall to lower my damage, as if getting Ultra Necrozma turn 2 wasn't bad enough. I evolve my Skitty to Delcatty and Starly into Staravia, but I can't use Energy Assist this turn, so I settle for a Wing Attack instead, because 10 damage is still better than nothing. The bot builds up another energy on Ultra Necrozma, but right after I draw Staraptor and use Barry to put Ultra Necrozma down to 10 HP. Still not a KO, but I can use Cyrus on the Ultra Necrozma for 2 free points. The bot understandably brings Ultra Necrozma to the bench, and like I said, I use Cyrus to bring it up to the active for a 2-point knockout. Then, I just use one more Brave Bird to KO Stakataka and win the match. That's every event battle beaten using the deck, and if you think that was just a fluke, I played the expert battle again right after, and won for a second time. Overall, I really like this deck. Staraptor is surprisingly good for only being a 2-diamond rarity card, and Barry really helps to take Staraptor from good to amazing. But I have 2 main issues with the deck. First off, Skitty and Delcatty don't really get used that often. They're in the deck for extra energy if you don't draw Barry, but you usually draw Barry soon enough that you don't need Delcatty. And the fact that Delcatty is a stage 1 evolution means you likely draw Skitty and Delcatty after already drawing a Barry. My second issue with the deck is that it's really slow early game. At the start of the game, you have Skitty and Starly, which only deal 20 damage, and then their evolutions, Delcatty and Staravia, only deal 30 damage. Early game, your damage output is very low, and to KO anything, you kinda need Staraptor. Even with those flaws, this is still a really good deck for only being 1 and 2 diamond cards. That's it for this video. The full deck list is in the description if you want to build this deck for yourself. Next video, I'm going to be making decks using these Ultra Beast promo cards, so subscribe to be notified when that video comes out. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm just going to cut this off at an awkward time.